Hello everybody, I'm Danger Denvex and today we're playing Higher or Lower. Now I'm still without my internet connection, so these are just screen caps of the game while I played it on my phone while I had connection while I was at Wimpy uploading last time. So I am going to try and cut this so that it flows together smoothly. Just, bear with me. And some of them, because this one, it doesn't show your result for like longer than a second or two. So sometimes I managed to capture the result screen cap and sometimes I didn't. But we'll make it work. We make it work. It'll work, okay? It doesn't matter. It'll work. So the first one is Black Mirror, has 1.5 million average monthly searches versus Water Polo, and does it have higher or lower searches than Black Mirror? Game is self-explanatory, obviously. So does it have more or less searches? I am going to wager that I have no idea what Black Mirror is, but I don't think a lot of people are that interested in Water Polo. And if I remember correctly, I said the same thing before. I think Water Polo has lower searches than Black Mirror. I mean, why would people really be interested in Water Polo? Although I did learn an interesting fact about polo, at least I think it is a fact. I think it's still a rule. But left-handed people are not allowed to play polo. I think it has something to do with the way that you hold the polo stick on the horse. So you don't want to be holding it in a different hand than everybody else because you're probably going to hit some people or injure some people. Or I don't know, maybe there's just some rule about it. So if you play left-handed, you can't play polo. You've got to play right-handed, which is weird. So anyway, I think Water Polo has lower searches than Black Mirror. And I was correct. You see, here I couldn't capture the result one fast enough, but you can see here on screen, that's where I'm pointing, even though you can't see me pointing at it. So often I point at it and it's like I expect my finger to show up on the recording of the screen. But as you can see, Water Polo only has 110,000 average monthly searches. And that looks like water volleyball, not water polo. Regardless, so Water Polo has 110,000 average monthly searches versus Electrician. I'm going to say Electrician has higher searches because even if you don't look for, like for most things when you do a search, it's for what does it mean? Can I have some more information about it? What is it? Electrician is a common search because shit, my fuse box is blown. Or, crap, I need an electrician, I need a new plug, or whatever. So electricians are a service. It's something that you might actually need. So I'm going to say it's higher. See, I've managed to capture the result screen on this one. And it is higher, not by much, interestingly enough. Like, only by like 136k, but it's still higher. So there. Electrician versus Pokemon Go. This one also, I think it's simple. Pokemon Go, even though I'm kind of glad to see that Pokemon Go is kind of losing popularity, unless I'm completely out of touch, which is possible. I'm not all that in touch to begin with, most of the time, I guess, because I live in semi-isolation. The closest I get, to human contact is yelling hi to my brother through the little window at night when he walks by to his house, to Kita, and you guys. That is about the extent of my human connection. I talk to family and whatnot, but it's all online for the most part. I don't see them all that often, so I might be out of touch, losing track. Back to this. So I think Pokemon Go has higher searches than Electrician, although probably not as many as it used to. Unless it still gets a lot. And people are like, what happened to Pokemon Go? So let's see. Whoa! 83.1 million average monthly searches. buggery hell. Now, I don't care who Chris Benoit is, although he looks like, what is that, wrestling? Is that the Wrestling League logo? It looks like the Wrestling League logo. And he has that kind of snotty, I'm a wrestler look about him with the belt. And no offense to any wrestlers out there. I'm not saying you're all like that. I'm saying that's the pose that they all strike. It's like this scripted wrestler with the belt pose. You've got to look like this complete tough guy asshole, with the belt for you get the idea. So, but I don't care who Chris Benoit is. There is no way in hell he has more searches than Pokemon Go. There's just no way. See? And I managed to capture the screen to prove it. 165,000 searches. More people are looking for electricians than there are people looking up Chris Benoit. So there. And, okay, so this one was Chris Benoit versus the Texas Rangers, and I somehow captured just the bloody result screen, but I was right. Texas Rangers has more than Chris Benoit, and I'm not surprised, because while wrestling has a ton of fans, most of the time, they don't have as many fans as local sports teams. So I think it was only logical that the Texas Rangers would have more than Chris Benoit. Besides, the Texas Rangers also share the name with the Texas Rangers. So people might be searching for the Texas Rangers, the team, or they might be looking up Texas Rangers. Like, what's his face was? Chuck Norris, the Texas Ranger. Texas Rangers versus Jim Carrey. Now, I love Jim Carrey. I find him hilarious. Maybe that's because I was kind of raised on Liar Liar. I watched that film so many times with my family. I've basically got the script imprinted in my head. I know some of the jokes off by heart from that movie. My brother can imitate him like down to a T, especially that whole, he does the teapot, you will pay a terrible price, from The Mistakes, or that, that scene from the courtroom, or, I'm kicking my ass, do you mind, from the bathroom. Fun memories, such fun memories. That's as he's beating himself up trying to get out of the court case because he can't lie, because his son made a wish on his birthday that his father won't be able to tell a lie, because all that Jim Carrey's character does is tell lies, liar, liar. You get the idea. Anyway, it's hilarious. It's brilliant. I love Jim Carrey. So I would hope that Jim Carrey has more than the Texas Rangers. I can't remember what I said, though. They have, like, exactly the same. So whether I answered higher or lower would have made a difference. But you can see the score that I had at that point. It was score 5. And I think I got one more right and then I screwed myself over. Okay, but Jim Carrey has, well, the same as the Texas Rangers. This is where I made my mistake. Jim Carrey has more or less searches than Assault. And I said Assault has more searches. But I am very, very glad to see that it has less. I'm not sure what I was thinking at the moment, at that specific moment. Just like you keep hearing about assaults and attacks and all these things all the time, which is probably why I don't really watch the news or listen to the news or read the news anymore. If something really important happens, I kind of depend on Kita, who's very in touch with these things, to let me know what's going on. Otherwise, I don't want to know. There's enough bad shit in this world, and I've got my own crap to deal with, and my family crap, and, this and that. I don't need all the world's negativity as well. But I do know that there's been a lot going on about assaults and attacks and that sort of thing. So I thought that maybe it would have a higher search, but it didn't. Jim Carrey actually has more searches than Assault, which I'm very, very glad about. I didn't want Assault to have more, but it did break my high score of 6. So we'll do one or two more. I don't remember how many I screen capped. The Los Angeles Lakers has more or less average monthly searches than L'Oreal. I can't remember what I said here, but I think I said L'Oreal has more than the Los Angeles Lakers. No, I said less and I was wrong. Yeah. Yeah, okay, well, now it makes sense to me. I wasn't thinking about it then. Maybe, again, I was thinking sports teams would have more than, beauty products. But people have an obsession with how they look. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but most of the time when I'm recording, I'm in one of my comfy shirts. Most of them are polo necks. I've just completely worn out the necks because I tend to do shit like this. I do this. Stuff like that when it gets cold. So I have ruined the necks on most of my polo neck shirts. But I've got this one and I've got like 2 black ones and I've got that funny turquoise one. So yeah, I'm in one of my comfy shirts and I'm recording, and the most that I do, I think I've said this before in like the reading your comments video, when it comes to makeup, I do lipstick, maybe a little bit of eyeliner and eyeshadow sometimes, but I don't do that, 4-hour thing. Unless I'm going for a specific look, then sometimes I can really go, a bit overboard with the eyeshadow and the eyeliner, but that is a very specific look that I like to use. But for the rest of the time, I'm just comfy. I'm here, I'm sitting here. I mean, technically speaking, I'm in bed, okay? See, duvet, blanket, I'm in bed. My desk is right here against what is technically my bed. Actually, it's more like a futon folded, so that this is a very tiny room. So this futon is like half a single, actually. It's folded like a couch on the frame so that I can both sit and work on it and sleep on it. That is life. So look, for me, I don't bother with L'Oreal. When I have something nice, it's my mom who said, here's something, try and use this. Most of the makeup that I've had in my life is actually stuff my mom gave me. I've never been that huge on the look thing. So again, off from the tangent, but that is why I thought L'Oreal would have less than Lakers, because to me personally it matters less, but most people actually give a damn about how they look. So yeah, and scored 0. But before I let myself ramble, I think there's a couple more, but we'll save it for another episode. So I think this was fun though, even though I tend to ramble. This links to, okay, let me just make sure now, videos, 1 a day, turmoil. Last night I talked about me rambling, fuck done. Here you can see, I need to get this shit out, and I need somebody to get it out too. Now, usually I can get it out to my online friends, but no internet connection means no online friends, means no sharing. But I hope you guys have voted and are voting. Go watch last night's turmoil, and go vote, and tell me if you mind me rambling so much. Because I like it. I like, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to shut up now. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave me a like down below. And all my rambling. This is how I am, by the way. This is how I am. Yeah, I brain farted. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave the like. But thank you so much. And I'll see you next time. Bye.